Robin.
You're listening to Opie and Anthony. On the virus. Sirius-XM.
In studio, Ricky Gervais. It's an all-star lineup. You got Louis CK, Ricky Gervais, Ronnie B, Jim Norton, and Jay Mohr. Oh, my God.
Hello.
How are you, Ricky?
Very well, thank you.
And you walk in the room, and everyone just starts talking about how much weight you lost.
Yeah.
And that it could be because maybe something's
But not in a
going on with
complimentary
you.
way.
I was saying that he looks AZ
That's
for
what
a
he
fat
said.
guy.
Yeah.
I was being polite,
Lots
but
of
there you
half
go.
slices.
Brilliant.
A lot of half slices.
Look at you big fat slob. Just
Yeah,
sitting there
eating.
eating and doing. Well, you got no regard for the people listening.
This is
just
what Ricky
chewing.
does when I'm with. He starts shitting on me because he's deflecting negative attention from himself.
Attaboy, Lou.
He thinks I'm an easy target because I'm kind of heavy and I eat in front of people.
But it's
I'm a
not
little
gonna bother-
messy.
It's not going to bother
But
you.
Louis
No, it
runs like
doesn't.
10 miles a day. Do you still run?
Not these days, no.
I saw Louis like in a locker room in
used
Las
to run.
Vegas, and he just got off a treadmill like for 12 miles.
I used to
What
run
is
a
he
lot.
doing? And then he goes right into like a Waffle House,
That's right.
and he said you run so you can eat that way.
That's right.
Oh, really?
Maintain a shitty health.
Fuck, that's a
That
smart
would
way to
kill
do
me
it.
if I didn't exercise.
That's
it would
smart.
kill me.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I've never.
But you're pretty fit though, aren't you? You box and you run about.
I
You're
box.
just
I
big.
use boxing training.
But you're naturally big as well, aren't you?
I have a big body. Yeah.
I always think of Louis. You know the Thing in the Fantastic Four. It's like you peeled off all the lumpy bits, and that's what you're left with. Louis CK, totally fit.
More or less.
Ricky, how much did you lose? Let's get it out of the way.
Jeez, about
You know how much you. You're trying to act like
casual.
What do you mean
Well, I
I'm
don't
thin?
know
You're
what
totally.
I am now. I was. Oh, you got to convert this for you Americans. I was. I
For
was.
you Americans.
I was 13 stone. 13.
Don't.
Say no more.
Well, I don't know.
Worthless
hands is
country
that?
of fucking
And now I'm
idiots.
12 stone 3.
He lost 5 quid.
Stones.
So you,
So you lost less than a pound?
he
Stone.
actually lost Sly and the Family Stone, and
No, like
2
he
months.
sits in a big scale and they put rocks on the other side of the scale. That's how fucking shitty your dumb country is.
Brilliant. Yeah, you've nailed us. Well done. Perfect. Brilliant. Aren't the English stupid for having empirical
Well, you
weight
started
system?
You started with, oh, you Americans. I have to convert this for you.
Yeah, that's what pissed off
Americans.
Louis.
That got me going.
How's that an insult?
I'll be the ref. That's what pissed off Louis.
I knew the differences between our weight systems.
Nah, you insulted him a little bit yourself.
Yeah.
Got a little out of order yourself.
Hero coming through.
Louis doesn't go for the anti-U.S. shit. He never has.
No.
Thank you.
All right.
What are you having there?
Yeah,
Should we start?
What are you having?
we started.
Yeah, we're already
What did they
taping.
bring you? What are you having? I want to know what that
This
is.
is radio. No one knows who brought me anything.
Well, I'm telling you, somebody brought.
Someone
Something.
brought you
Drinks
something.
and
We
Ricky.
want
Yeah,
to know
hot
what
chicks
in here. Look at all these hot babes lined up on the wall. Hey, wacky time.
for the big Ricky Gervais interview. Now we need to know what you're drinking because now we did bring it to the attention
Oh,
of
God.
everybody.
This isn't radio.
Well, it
it's a
kinda-
cup of tea, and they brought me some milk to put in it. Right? Oh, just let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation.
This
Let's have
is
a
the
conversation about
Do you
stuff.
prefer skim milk now that you look better?
Yes. Yeah,
I do too.
Oh, this is good practice for when I do The View.
Your show is good. I saw the episode.
Thank
it was
you.
fucking great, man.
That's what I'm here for.
Normally, comics, me and Louis said, normally listening to comedians talk about comedy is revolting. But it wasn't, honestly, it was fucking really insightful and everybody was honest. It was fucking great.
Let's get the name of this.
I really enjoyed it. It was really good fun. I was really worried that there'd be lots of talking over each other, and but it was good because we really came at it from 4 different points of view as well. Louis was, I'll do it in his face. Louis was great. He was brilliant because because it was like he wasn't doing it like he was on television. Do you know what I mean? I think that's his life, though. I think in most things
You
he
got something
does,
in your eyebrow. You got like
he's
a
not.
crumb in your eyebrow.
Look, I want to get the basics out. It's called Talking Funny. It's on HBO. Is it a one and done? Because that's what we can't figure out.
Well, at the moment, we'll see how it goes down. But
Okay.
then we could do some more with better comedians.
And it's you, Louis C.K., Chris Rock, and Jerry Seinfeld.
That's right.
It picks up from mid-conversation. It just starts like literally like the first half was chopped off and they just, which is great because there's no lead up. They're just talking.
Well,
you
that's
walk
kind of
in-
what it was like, wasn't it? Because we sat down and they mic'd this and we're all chatting already we started talking in the hallway, all 4 of us. And so they start corralling us to our seats and we don't even notice the difference. We're sitting in chairs and somebody's
Continuing the
micing us.
conversation.
And we just kept talking. And I think at some point we realized we've been on this show now for 40 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Because it was like 5 hours, wasn't it?
Well,
that
I
shoot?
felt afterwards, I thought, I wasn't really funny and I didn't talk about comedy because I was thinking, this is a TV show. we better have something to talk about. But it just sort of flowed, and we talked for about 4.5 hours, didn't we?
Wow.
And then cut it down, so it's nice and tight. And
What are you gonna do with the other 3.5 hours? That I think a lot of comedy fans would love to hear that.
yeah, we've got that. A lot of that. At one point, Louis just shut his pants, so we had to clear it
I
out.
had to take that out.
It was really funny.
I do that that's how that's part of my maintenance.
Ricky's
I
done
shit
this
my pants
before
every
with
5
Gary
hours.
Shandling. That was the most
Oh, yeah, that
amazing,
was crazy.
uncomfortable, hysterical.
He went to Gary Shandling's house.
Yeah.
And Gary Shandling looked cagey and felt invaded. And it's the two of them talking and Gary just not letting Ricky have a conversation with him, really.
I think,
And then he left.
I know.
It's
I think
fascinating. It's amazing.
Where can you see that?
It was he was sort of in a different place then, and he spoke to me afterwards, and he said, "Oh, I tried something, it didn't quite work." So I think that
What was he doing, a character?
Well, I think no, I think he thought we were filming for his DVD at one point because we were going to do that as well. So I think he was sort of in a different sort of place for it. But yeah, it's interesting. I left in all the awkward bits. I think you've got to.
Well, yeah, what is there to try during an interview? Someone's interviewing you, like, I tried something. What? Fucking answer the question, stupid.
Well, he kind of tried being unpleasant, just like he's acting like he didn't want to do it.
you know.
But it's fascinating. It's like a great hysterical interview, and you're just like, I'm so glad I'm not there. I'm just glad I'm watching,
getting
and,
to
you know,
just
it's
watch.
great.
Well, I couldn't. The thing is, that what I couldn't do is I didn't want to sort of come back at him too much because I'm this young pretender seeing my hero, and I thought it would have looked really bad. So I don't know if did it look like I was sort of caught in the headlights a little bit?
Yeah, but it looked like you were enjoying it. It looked like you were, you know, taking some shots from a guy that you're like, this is still great that I'm here
Well,
at his
that's
house.
the thing about it that's
having
fun to watch.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that he's slinging these horrible comments at you.
They weren't that
and you're
bad,
kind
were
of
they?
you're
Well, I
kind of
was
giggling.
laughing.
Yeah, you
Right.
were laughing.
There's nothing funnier than being insulted.
Right.
There is nothing. If someone insults me,
Oh, you get
I
excited,
laugh.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, not in that way, but yeah.
Do you
What way?
Oh,
Ricky, do you like being uncomfortable?
You get a boner when people insult you.
I love being uncomfortable. I think Louis loves it.
He gets an erection when people insult him. That's what we're trying to infer. He gets a hard penis.
What is it? What's it about
When
being?
people insult him.
glad you
Because his father used to do it. His father used to say, "You piece of shit,"
Yeah.
and then he would get really hard and he'd go jack off and come in his room.
when he says
So
I get an
he's
erection, I'm still flaccid. That's my version of an erection.
He gets his soft.
Do you jerk off on your?
Yes, it goes softer, in fact. But then, yeah.
Do you jerk off on your back or your stomach? Some
I
guys lay
can't
on their
jerk off on my
stomach.
back.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
what. Oh, you mean laying on my back?
Yeah.
I thought you meant like a fountain.
No.
It goes up, then I catch it like David Beckham doing ball tricks. Hey, watch this. Yeah.
The bicycle kick. The bicycle kick with his own cum.
That's right.
Oh, it's like radio.
Why do you like being uncomfortable?
Well, I don't like being uncomfortable. I don't really get uncomfortable.
I like when the situation's uncomfortable.
Well, I think
Maybe
if
not
I
me
think
personally.
being embarrassed is almost admitting it. If you come out of a, you're a party and you come out of the toilet and you've got a piss stain and everyone's sort of like, not saying anything and you look down and you see it, that's just embarrassing. If you come out and go, look, I pissed myself, there's no embarrassment.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Why do you have a
of course.
piss stain when you go to the bathroom?
Exactly. Is it on the back or the front?
I've told you I've been doing cum tricks and I popped it away too quickly.
You just piss through your pants. You just let it go through your. Why do you even go to the bathroom?
I filter it through, like when your nan used to strain sort of jam through
My nan.
stockings.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's right,
I said
my nan, I forgot
antiquated
about
term
my nan.
again. Don't forget who invented English.
It's not about the words. It's we don't have nans. We
What do
had
you have?
parents, and then we raised ourselves. We didn't have fucking nan. What the fuck is a nan?
I don't mean nanny. I mean gran. I mean grandmother. That's
All right,
our word
well,
for
I
gran.
don't know what that is.
All right, then say
I don't
parents.
know what that
Nan.
is. Brilliant. I
Me
don't
nan.
know what that is.
Me nan.
Jesus Christ.
And over here, we all call our grandparents different things than even our neighbors. Like, we don't have a catchphrase for that.
Right.
People go, mum,
Catchphrase.
pop, pop, pay, pay. They just make shit up for
Your
grandparents.
grandfather is just the guy who molests you.
Oh, that's sad.
I didn't mean to ruin the mood.
Not only that.
It was sad. It was sad.
only
'cause
that.
it's
Yeah,
true.
a little out of
line yourself.
do you
Got a
feel
little
bad
out
when
of
did you
yourself.
feel bad when you liked it though?
No, not at all. I kind of egged it on.
That's why they're
See those
shamed.
diapers fell off by themselves?
That's why they're shamed, because it feels good.
Sure there is.
Oh boy!
You guys invented incest too over there, didn't you?
It is very popular. It is very, very popular, actually. Only in sort of like the sort of more the countryside, I suppose. Paedophilia is definitely more popular in England than America.
I thought you said a guy's name, Peter Philly.
Pete from Philly.
Pete from Philly.
Pete, you're on the air.
Peter Philly is very popular.
Edit what comes out of your mouth. You haven't thought. And
Why
you,
do
no,
that?
don't bother saying that.
Why
No.
do that?
That's not ready. That's not ready for an anecdote yet. Let's keep that in there for
Why
a little
do
while.
that? What kind of fucking shit would that be? No, I don't.
That's right. That's why your new CD is called No Filter. I want to feel bad about that, but I don't. I just can't.
Do people sort of listen going to work in their cars this show? Do you get any feedback about this show?
Yeah.
What are they
No,
like it?
they've been on the air for like 20 years. They never got any
I
feedback.
don't think it's going out.
No.
Like, they really don't think it's like some big practical joke.
If you need to know, we won't be looking at feedback today, Rick.
I wanted to do that with Celebrity Big Brother or something like that. They go in there, then after 6 weeks, you say we weren't filming
any of it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you just
Oh,
wasted
God.
6 weeks of your
How
PR.
great would that be?
Yeah.
That would be so
You're
great.
the people still don't know who you are.
That would be so
Wouldn't it be great?
And
Just
then
see
would
their faces.
Would
then-
the real show be filming them after?
Yeah,
you tell
exactly.
them that?
Yes, the real show would
Exactly.
be watching
All right,
their
no
reaction.
filter. I'm talking to a heavy hitter here. Relax.
You talking to who?
A heavy hitter here. You know.
You should film them, though. You have to film them anyway. You can't just not film them. You have to film them, tell them you did, and then film the rest after.
Jim, Ricky. and I
No,
were
that you didn't
talking.
get the
No, I know, but you weren't painting the whole picture. You were fucking telling them a shit show. I'm trying to fucking help you. You pitch a bad show.
He's working on it.
Fuck is bad about it?
Just film them after. What if some shit happened during? You got to film them during and just lie to them. What are you gonna tell them the truth? Like we really didn't film you? Then you're wasting the cruise time.
You're being greedy. I think the thing you have to do is really put people in a room for like 3 months and tell them that they're on a show that's going to be huge, and don't film it.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't film their reaction. Just
Oh, really?
for yourself, enjoy.
Can't you
shitting
film
on
it
those
and
people.
show them their face when you told them?
No,
it was being
don't
filmed?
film that
Don't
either.
film
Just
it at all.
enjoy that.
No one
In
will
fact,
ever know about it.
in
No
fact,
one will
don't
know
do
what
any of it.
happened.
Just an
Yeah.
enormous
Don't even do
Skinner
this.
box.
Yes.
Don't even just
Yes.
let it go out by word of mouth.
Send messengers out.
If somebody could figure out a way to advertise on word of mouth, that would be really something. You're not allowed to tell this story unless you say, buy a Buick or something like that.
Yeah, I wanted to do that with
Yeah, what?
starving Africans.
I wanted you to hit the
Give
button.
them T-shirts with like Office DVD still available or something. So then when you saw them on the news thing, they were sort of
Right.
they were getting free clothes and stuff.
Right.
But,
and then you
yeah.
say, please feed this kid.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, fuck, the Office is still out there.
Yeah, exactly.
You still get that. That's what you would advertise, is that your show from 20 years ago is still on DVD.
Well, I
That's
didn't
what you would
wanna-
advertise.
Okay, Talking Funny on HBO on the 22nd
There we go.
Of April,
of April.
9 p.m.
Yeah, we started talking about that, didn't we?
What?
We,
Well, I don't know what else.
Sean was very
but-
kind.
Well,
He
there was
liked to
different.
sort of-
There was different philosophies. The interesting part is to hear, Jerry's philosophy is a lot different about keeping the act than Louis, who flips his act every year. And it was just interesting to hear them kind of fucking banter that back and forth.
I couldn't get over that. That Jerry is like the Rolling Stones. You know,
Just the hits.
He goes to sort of Vegas and he tours around and he never commits anything to DVD.
Doesn't it get
Whereas-
boring?
No, well, I think he's sort
No,
of.
he loves the
It's an
bits. He
evolution,
loves
isn't it? Yeah,
He loves
and
the bits
thinks
to the
that people
point.
come to see him and an act.
act.
That's right. He does that thing.
But do you think the Rolling Stones like just playing the hits, or you think they would really want to get up there and fool around?
Well, somebody
with it?
told me guy I know who knows, none of this is true, but whatever. Fucking, I was told by somebody, as I'm going down the road of the credibility of the story, you realize this fucking nut is very thin.
I need to hear it anyway now.
But somebody told me that Keith Richards has a guitar for every song, and the guitars are pre-tuned instead of having the regular six-string tuning. They're tuned so he can just put one finger across the board and just play the chords.
5 strings. He takes the sixth string.
Takes the
off.
sixth string and he just plays,
All
so
the
he can
guitars
just
only have
he
5
can just be
strings.
barely awake and just be running through
Yeah.
the.
would you go?
I don't know if that's fun.
I think
Would
the
you go
person
crazy
that, hold
if
on,
you weren't changing up your act?
Louis, hold on.
Yeah, I think I would have quit if I didn't start
I think
doing
the person that told you that was Keith in his book.
that. That's. Oh, did he say that in
Yeah,
his book?
it's kind of a
That's what did
huge
it.
chapter about.
So it is true.
That's what did
I
it.
take the sixth string off all my guitars. That's why you can't pick up a guitar
Yes.
in a guitar shop and just play Start Me Up. It sounds weird. It's because there's 6
He,
strings.
he uses
Yes.
the sixth string to tie off with. That's right. He started
probably
like
why.
that as a kid, and then he's always ready.
Are you criticizing Louis for telling that story? Like he's like, all right, keep this under your hats. I got to fucking got the inside skinny on the stones.
Tell him, Fred.
The Virus. Sirius-XM.